Hi guys. Tired. Hopefully I'll be able to get this recorded right and it goes up on YouTube right, because the last one was not. It was terrible. So I'm going to try to hold it way out here. Yeah. Look at me. This hair. I braided this hair yesterday. Yeah, I'm looking pretty rough. But that's okay. That's okay. Luckily, I have always got my get home bag in the car, so I had clean undies and socks and a set of long jeans on, because I ended up staying up in West Yancey County with the fire department because I just couldn't leave. I just didn't want to leave like I should have to come back home in one day and get home before dark and all the things by myself. So they offered me a cot and I took it. So I stayed working until we got everything covered up right at dark for the night, so nobody would piffer with anything and nothing would get wet. I hear what sounds like a Chinook in the background. So coming back east for their day up in the mountains. That's what it sounds like. Where's it at? It's probably going to be on the other side of the trees. Oh yeah, it's way up there. Way up there. Let's see, I don't think you can see it. Probably can't see it up there. I got a stupid tree in the way. Anyway, I've seen plenty of them really close now this weekend. I don't have a lot of time. I am so tired. Stinky, dirty, but it was good. It was very good. I'm not going to cry this time. There was a sad one I dealt with today. Thankfully, obviously, she survived. Her and her husband, the dog survived, so that was good. But she showed me video during the storm and after the waters receded and the tiny portion that was her home that's left. And one of her vehicles is gone. Of course, the vehicle they survived in is gone. It's a lot of work up there, guys. It's going to be a long, long, hard road for a lot of people. There's been a lot of good people volunteering. It seems like I did not want to leave. I did not want to leave. I actually drove a man back down to Black Mountain on the way home. That's why I left as early as I did today. Some stranger from San Antonio, Texas came out with the Cajun Navy 2016, I guess is what it was, 2016. And they were stationed in Black Mountain, but he had hitched a ride with somebody up to Burnsville to help, and I guess that person left or whatever, and now he needed to ride back down. I was driving right by Black Mountain to get home, so yeah. Let's just say my sidearm was on me the entire time this weekend, just because. Longest I've ever worn one. It's okay. Nobody messes with you. So, anyway, what do they say? An armed society is a polite society. Let's just put it that way. Very polite. Still a lot of work to be done up there. A long way. There's a video clip, maybe before or after this conversation. Where it was just loaded up. That helo was just loaded up and going up to a road called Jack's Creek for a drop up there, and then ATVs were the only way to get to that area. So 4-wheelers were headed out to that drop zone so they could distribute what was left by the helo up there on the mountain. I will say this, well, I'll take this back. I know sitting with last night a canine guy that brought his canines, the rescue, I call them cadaver dogs, I don't know what they're called, from, I believe it was Illinois. They had 3 hits yesterday there in on the Cane River, and it's a slow process. It's a very slow process with equipment, digging the mud or debris up, and then letting the dogs search, for lack of better, it's the best way to describe it. Let them search. So anyway, I believe they may have come across some, maybe, but it's going to be a long time. It's going to be a long time. A lot of people, I just want to say that West Yancey County Fire Department, they are doing a very good work, and I will tell you this, they have more than enough food and water, probably definitely more than enough everything. Maybe the only things they really need nowadays are, heaters, little heaters. They will definitely need to be restocking on the canisters of propane, because they don't last very long, and this week it's going to be in the 30s. I know it was quite chilly last night and this morning when I got up, but I haven't been on my feet that many hours. Bending over, I'm pretty sore. So anyway, I think I'm going to close it out here, but my suggestion is try to, if you're wanting to volunteer or want to see what the needs are at the time, I do have a contact phone number for someone at the fire department, so here soon I'll be able, when I get a chance to go back, we got some things that need to be done here in the next 2 weeks, but it's not like they won't need it. They won't need stuff and things and people. Shout out to all of those volunteers that are feeding everyone and cooking 3 flippin' meals a day in there. Ladies and gentlemen, bacon and eggs, biscuits and gravy, pancakes, grits. That was on the menu today. Somebody came and donated and smoked Boston butts yesterday. Some really good pulled pork last night and brisket. Another one, I think they came from Alabama. If I'm not, no, I'm sorry. Somewhere near Rockmart, I know that. Somewhere in Georgia. They came up and they donated hamburgers and hot dogs for lunch yesterday, and did like 400 pounds of chicken. What do you call them? Chicken quarters. So they smoked chicken quarters. So that was going on. That went down last night and for lunch today. So they are definitely feeding the people, anybody that needs a good hot meal, and then of course all of the volunteers and rescue staff there. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. There's another one coming. Like I said, about this time every day they're coming. The Chinooks and Blackhawks are coming back to where they're stationed down here. Alright guys, like I said, I don't want to be too long, but thank everybody, and I didn't want to leave. I wish I could have stayed. I really do. I wish I could have stayed longer. Alright guys, just keep praying for the families, the people of Western Carolina. They need it. A lot of displaced homes, families, and lost loved ones. Alright, that's what they need right now, is prayers. Alright, next time, many blessings.